Oh, sugar, bum, 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 bum. Oh, honey, honey, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. I just can't believe the loveliness of loving you. I just can't believe it's true. Oh, wow, that looks horrible. Let me do this again. There we go. Oops, nope, that ain't it. Try that one more time. That's a no. That works. All right, let's see who we have here tonight. Getting started. Michael's here. Michael Lewis, Deborah, Luis Fernandez. ¿Qué pasa, amigo? ¿Cómo está? Michael Stewart. Zip Zap Zaman. Zip Zap Zam Man. Cool. John Hal, how are you? Araspra, how are you doing? Sweetie Swag is in the house. What am I missing? What am I missing? Luis, Araspa, Jojo, Claudia. Claudia Marsh, cool. Jason, what's happening? Uh-oh, keep missing, keep missing. Keeps on moving on me. Sweet Swag, looks good for a Monday. Nordstrom's, Nordstrom's and Intel. What do we got? JWN, INTC. We'll take a look at both of those. Vicky, Milo, Billy, what's happening? Ziggy, Sean, Deer Hunter. Oh, I saw that movie, The Deer Hunter. Cool movie. All right, so let's get started. My name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader. Take a look at the name. Hey, look at this. Rich Bruner's here. How's it going there, Mr. Rich? Outstanding, outstanding. All right. So, as I was saying, the 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow. I take you along for the ride, look over my shoulder, watch the trades I'm doing, ask any questions you want, and I'll answer them as best I possibly can. All righty, let's get started. Sweetie Swag likes to think that Nordstrom's and Intel will look cool for upcoming Monday. So let's take a look at those. What do you think about AMGN? All right, no. No. XRP is not a dividend stock that has 20 years of increased dividends. Trader Kev, want to take a look at Merck. Didn't we look at Merck last night, Kev? MRK. We'll take a look at it again. Oh, same miracle. TQQQ, huh? TQQQ. We'll take a gander. Sit tight. Hold up. Let's take a look at Amgen at the moment. Amgen. The high of the year was 346. James, can you look at, hey, you can do for what's happening. You can do for FL. FL. Okay. That being said, the bottom was just recently. Look at your last 90 days. What has happened in the last 90 days? Well, look at the movement. Okay, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now she's coming back up, bouncing off that big drop just the other day. Well, let's take a closer look at it, shall we? Can we look at open? Open, OPEN, and then energy transfer. Energy transfer is not one we want to do because the dividends, sorry, not dividends, the premiums aren't getting to be as good as they used to be. All right, Amgen, here we go, last 30 days, which we'd be looking at, there you go. 30 days ago today, we opened up at 311.95. Topped out a couple of days later at 328. Archer, ACH, ACHR, and what was that other one? AGNC. AGNC. Well, I haven't done that in a while. All right, that being said, let's keep on continuing. Here's our last 30 days. Here's your top right here. Here's your bottom 3 days ago. Okay? 2 days to the upside. That looks promising depending on how does it look over the last 10 years. Well, for that, we need the seasonality chart. Jump right up. Here we go. Seasonality chart right here. The blue line represents the movement so far this year. All the way to the right is January 1st. All the way to the left, whatever. All the way to the left is January 1st. All the way up to here is December 31st. This is how the stock usually moves. This is the blue line, represents the movement this year. This red line down here gives us the average 10-year movement. Look at the last 3 months, the last quarter. Nice steady incline to the upside. So it looks good. Is this your EKG? Yes, Johnny, it is. All right, that being said, so for the last quarter, she just basically goes to the upside. Okay, fine. Just nice, steady upward trend. I like that. Jill and Brunner, how are you today? All right, let's keep on keeping on. Get back to where we were. Chart right there. So I like AMGN, okay? The 283, the 282.50 is going for 330. That's over 1% if you like a XRP. Caden, XRP is not a dividend stock. Sorry. RGTI, never heard of it. RGTI. Well, we'll take a look, see what it looks like. But I can tell you right now, XRP, no, it's not a dividend stock. That being said, that was Amgen. Let's take a look at something else. Something else would happen to be, oh wow, we got some from yesterday still. JWN. JWN, Nordstrom's. Interesting. Let's take a gander. Oh, dividend only. Yep. Dividend stocks only. Specifically, HPSTO. Yeah, that's not a dividend stock, dude. Okay, a year ago, we're down here at 15. The high, 25. Nice movement all the way up. See a lot of up, down, up, down, up, down. That's what stocks do. So right here, it's kind of interesting. What's happening right here the last 30 days that makes it look so enticing? Well, let's take a gander. Ian from Thailand, how are you today? The last 90 days, which is the last 3 months. I hate it when that happens. It does happen. Last 90 days. See, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. See, right down here? See, this is something that make me want to take a closer look, see what's actually going on the last 30 days. Here we go, the last 30 days. 30 days ago, we're at 23.50, jumps up to 25, drops down to 21. Now she's back up. Okay, well, after this drop from the high, well, now here's your 30-day bottom. Now she's going to go back up again. Well, because that's what stocks do. They go down, and then they go up. It's just amazing how that works consistently. Double J. Okay. Energy Transfer does pay 6.64 dividend. Okay. What I don't like about Energy Transfer, which is you're not quite grasping, okay, 2 things. Number 1, it's at the high of the year. I never ever buy anything at the high of the year. Just doesn't make sense. All right, Hard Dog, but I don't know how to pronounce that one. I don't do any coins at all. No cryptocurrency at all. Do you hold anything long term? No, I do not. Rufus, Palmer, JEPI, hell no. Seriously, dude, check out the numbers. How consistently have they increased their dividends? What is the rate of return for this year? Particularly this year. What is the yield for this year on JEPI? Do you bother with ADR stocks? I have no idea what ADR stocks is. So let me finish up my example here. with Energy Transfer as to why I don't like it. I owned it for 3 years. Okay, Double J, don't know what to tell you. Double J, I saw you just had a question a little bit ago. Energy Transfer. All right. So Double J, take a look. Energy Transfer right now is at the high of the year. Okay. If you don't take your profits now, it's not a profit. It ain't a profit until you take it. That being said, okay, nobody ever went broke taking profits. Profit is not a profit until you take it. All right, this is why I don't like Energy Transfer. At the money right now, 1986. Okay, great year. I was there. All right, 1986. So the 1950 is going to be the closest one. All right, well, I'm losing 16 cents off the top. You deduct that off of that. Now I'm walking away with 19. Okay, so 19 is not bad. You're getting your 1%. Wonderful. What happens if you're wrong? You get 1% at the money. Out of the money, you get less than a half. But look what you start dropping down. 0.00013. So three strikes out of the money, you're getting almost nothing. 4 strikes out of the money, you're getting a penny. 5 strikes, it's 0.000. Yeah, no. The premiums just aren't that good. Why would I want to buy it if there's a risk of me bringing in almost nothing? I like to have something that looks good. Take a look at Dell for a second. DELL. Okay, look at the premiums. At the money, you're getting a nice premium. 1 strikeout, a nice premium. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 strikes out of the money, and you're still getting a decent premium. Okay, this is not the only one. There are a bunch of companies that the premiums are good no matter how far out you go. That way you're walking away with something. Ron, how are you tonight? Can you ask me something? Sure, what do you got? Just answer me. I can ask something. Yes, you can ask a question. Go ahead, shoot. While he's writing up a question, let me figure out what we're doing next. What we're doing next was Nordstrom's. JWN. Okay, so Nordstrom's, we were looking at that the last 30 days. There you go, last 30 days. This is what we're looking at. The high here, the low here. Okay, now she's going to the upside. Great. What do? What REITs do I like? I like MPW. I got that one. I think that's about the only one I got. Is Microsoft a good investment? Well, depends. Do you like Microsoft? These questions you're asking, they're you got to remember, like, you are ultimately in charge of your own investing. You either give it to someone else to take care of it, or do you do it yourself? You have, 2 choices. That's it. Do it yourself, take responsibility for your own money, or pass it along to someone else and take whatever it is they give you. Shares in a non-U.S. company. No, it's got to be a U.S. company. It has to be able to be traded here on the stock market. Okay, HI, Microsoft, MSFT. Okay. I'm from Poland. I do trading. I go to funded trading. My strategy is using just only Marset structure and wick candle when it's going like 2 times on the support and resistance. Then I'm going for a trade. But okay. After I make money from funded, I want to do Dom and. I have no idea what that means. Seriously, I don't. All right, so we're looking at Microsoft now. What do you think about that? Okay, rack bookmarks. Not 100% sure what we're talking about specifically. I'm doing dividend stocks, companies that have consistently increased their profits and pay out dividends to their shareholders. Are you a trader? Yes, I am a trader. All right, so Microsoft, take a look at the overall trend. slightly to the upside. She goes up, she goes down, up, down, but still going to the upside. She's at 423. The 422 and a halves are going for 450. So I'm losing 50 cents off the top, getting $4, not quite 1%. But what do I... You don't have numbers. Well, actually, I do have numbers. They're right here. See, all the numbers are here. Everything I need to see. The chart is right here. Gives me the numbers on the side, dates on the bottom. I have everything I need, Rack. Okay, I'm not quite sure what it is you're trying to do. Okay, so Microsoft, you don't have numbers like buyers and sellers from a book. No, I don't. Okay, I buy everything like everyone else does from the market maker. On a trading account, anywhere, no matter where you are, you have to go through a registered agent, okay, or a mortgage, or we call it a broker. Are you a forex trader? No, I'm not a forex trader. Sorry, dividend stocks only. That's it. All right, so that was Microsoft. What are we looking at now? OPK. 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 No. Verizon. VZ. Okay, Verizon looks like it's going to be a no only because she's at the high of a 30-day period. Okay, here's the bottom down here. Once you get to the bottom, she starts taking a move to the upside. Well, this one had 1, 2, 3 weeks going up. Today, pulled back a little bit. So that could be the start, of a pullback. Well, because when you have a 30-day bottom and the stock shoots up nicely, especially that much, you're usually going to have profit taking. And then the stock comes back down again. All right, next on the list, Intel, INTC. Okay. Currently, the high is 51. That was back in December. From there, she drops all the way down to hit the bottom in mid-August. Comes back up to where we are right now. So here's your high of the year, here's your bottom of the year, and here's where we are now at 24.05. And at the current price here, we're looking at 56 cents, which is 2%. So Intel's paying a nice 2%. I'm going to write that one down. INTC. That works for me. Okay, so last 90 days. Okay, down, up, down, up, down. Right here, she's just getting ready to turn. Okay, so here we are right now. 30-day bottom, 30-day top. She pulls down, retraced, back down. Yeah, I'd look for one more up day before I jump back into Intel. I just got rid of my Intel this week. So let's keep on continuing. What do we have next? Load of lard dividends. Okay. Double J, true. Dave Moani. You're brilliant, thank you. Thanks for the content, you're welcome. Mr. Bluestone, I've heard of Mr. Bluestone before. Mr. Bluestone first tried to make money on the demo account. Okay. Thank you. Oh, paper trade, yep, that too. American Depository Receipts, basically non-US companies. Alrighty then. This is a new product, blah, blah, blah. Oh, wait a second. Check out ADRH. New product, same thing, but no exposure to currency risk. All right, Matt. Sorry, I don't do anything new. New stuff? No. I'm looking for companies, successful companies that have business for more than 2 decades and have at least 2 decades worth of increased profits or increased dividends. Same thing. Dave, premium, God, So nice, gotta love it. John, everything is risk, but it can be mitigated. But premium is irrelevant if there's no volume. Well, you're correct there. But here's the thing, John. If the market maker puts the premium there, well, he's required to fill it. Okay? That's, you know, part of the game. If you want to be a market maker, that's your job. You post for sale, okay? You post, hey, I'm buying it at this price. I'm selling it at that price. That's what the market maker put up. He's required to fill it at that. And you're right, there's risk everywhere. There's risk to making a trade. There's risk to not making a trade. Okay? It's called lost opportunity expenses. Okay? If you invest, great. Well, you're in the game. If you're not investing, well, you're losing anyway because your money is consistently going down in value if you don't invest it into something. And eventually, when you retire, you're going to have to figure out where your money's going to come from. Because as it is at this moment in time, as far as I know, that humans are the only species on this planet that have to pay to live here. That's it. We're the only ones. So we got to go to work to pay to live here. Let's keep on going. I missed some questions, so I'm just going back a little bit. What is the deal with X, United States Steel Corporation? The preems are insane. Tittles, how are you doing today? Holy cow. That is kind of nuts. Well, let's check it out. You got that? Here's the high back in December. Here's the low in August. Basically just stuck in a channel all year long. But he's right. Take a look at the premiums. The stock is currently at 40.90. The 41 is going for 239. Cool beans. You're a Forex trader. Way to go. All right, so the premiums are crazy. I want to check out and see if it's a good idea to jump in on that on Monday, because I'm not afraid of the earnings reports. Okay, so the high of the year, 50.30. The bottom of the year, 27. Last 90 days, well, wait a minute, last 30 days. Here you go, last 30 days. She was like 39.50, drops down to 38, shoots up to 43, drops down to 35. There's your high right there, 43.50. Your bottom's here at 35. She jumps back up, pulls back down, 3 days to the upside. That looks like a nice place to jump in. I'm writing X down for next week because it looks absolutely lovely. Now, what does it normally do this time of year? Well, this time of year, holy shit. Did you like that? It was edited for clarity. Holy shit, look at that. From the middle of November to the end of the year, U.S. Steel just shoots right up. And if they're paying out this kind of a premium on the 41 to not 239, okay, well, 239, that's over 5%. 6%. It's just right around 6%. Why the hell wouldn't I jump on the U.S. Steel? I mean, the seasonality looks great. The regular chart, let's go back to the regular chart. Okay, the regular chart, look, here's the 30-day top, 30-day bottom. Now she's shooting up. I only want to hold it for a week. Jump in, get that nice premium, be done and over with, say thank you kindly. Okay, Matt, ADRH, ADRH. ADRH, again. Can't find that symbol. See, we cannot find that symbol. Sorry, not there, dude. ADRs, yeah. Premium Dave, so nice. Gotta love it. John C. Everything is a risk. We already did that one. What's the deal with X? We already did that one. Sell a put. Cool beans. AVGO. Didn't we take a look at AVGO? All right. Phantom. Phantom 1986 AVGO, huh? AVGO. Huh, 162. Okay. We got a triple high at 186. The bottom was back in December at 89. Last 3 months, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, she's bouncing off that bottom there. The last 30 days. Okay, so has the last 30 days. Your 30-day top is there. Your 30-day bottom's here. 1 day the upside. If Monday is coming up, jumping into that one, depending upon the numbers. 162 is going for 284. Alrighty then. What does the seasonality look like? What does it normally do this time of year? Well, look at that. It goes up very slightly toward this time of year. Flock Queen, how long do you have to hold to get a dividend payment? 1 day. You buy it before the EX date. You sell it after the date of record. That's it. As long as you own the stock before the EX date, past the date of record, because the EX date's the last day the stock will trade before the dividend is paid out. But that doesn't entitle you to the dividend. The date of record does. If you're owner of the stock on the date of record, you are entitled to the dividends. Becca Makawa, how are you today? Booker also, HIMS. No, I don't like HIMS. Mr. Bluestone. Oh, back again. Cool beans. Let's see what you got to say tonight. When you buy your stocks, do you set a minimum, for example, 100 stocks, or do you base your buy on the cost you're willing to spend? Well, Mr. Bluestone, that's a good question. Seriously, it is. Now, my accounts, let's get out of this, okay? I take whatever is in my account and I divide it by 5. I put 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%, and I round it off to the closest 100. Okay, 100 shares. I always buy in increments of 100 shares. 100 shares, 500 shares, 1,000 shares, 1,200 shares, whatever it is. As long as it's no more than 20% of my total account. That's my outline. Does it always work that way? No, it doesn't always work that way. Because when you have a company here and you have 20% of your money built into it, by the time you roll that 20,000 over enough times, okay, by the time you get, 6, 7 months down the line, and then the numbers off skew a little bit. So it takes a while to keep it balanced. It's not that difficult, but you can. Okay, so AVGO, everything looks good. The numbers looked good. Wonderful. Okay, I'm going to write AVGO down on the list for next week. All right. Let's keep on going. KB, how are you today? All right, somebody wants to take a look at HIMS. HIMS. Okay, it is a dividend stock. It's at the high of the year. That's a no right off the top. Also, I don't think they're very good at paying dividends. Let's check it out. HIMS. How many dividends? There are no dividends. Dude, come on. Booker, no dividends? No, thank you. Flock Queen, is there a calendar online with upcoming dividend date stocks? Yeah, well, there's plenty of them. Go to Google, put in the search, EX dividend calendars. You'll come up with a whole bunch of them. I use the one that comes with Think or Swim. That's what I use. Becca, thank you for that. Double J, Abbott Labs, ABBT. Abbott Labs. The highs back in February. The low is in June. Okay, up, down, up. That's about all she's got going for her. Let's check out the number. 119. The 119s is going between 74 and 127. You might get your 1% out of it. Look at the last 90 days. Okay, up, down. Look at that pattern. That's pretty cool. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Yep. She's getting ready to come down. She already started turning. Okay, see right here? Yesterday was a good high. Today was lower. So more than likely, this baby's getting ready to turn, come back to the downside. So I'm going to take a look at Abbott Labs in about 3 weeks. Well, because it's not good for next week. ABT. Take a look at that in 3 weeks, see what happens. MSTR pays out great, but no dividend. Look at the option chain and let me. Okay, Big Marty, nice to see you back again, Marty. I've seen you in the background every once in a while. Thanks for your input. However, no dividends, no thank you. Okay, terribly sorry, dude. I got 300 companies to look at. You're asking me to look at something that I know is going to be a no and a waste of my time and a waste of your time. Because I'm going to tell you stuff and you probably already have your mind made up about it. But for me, if it doesn't fit, it just doesn't fit. You know? Do you notice that dividend stock drops the amount of the dividend the day of the EX date? No, the day after. Okay, it's the day after the payment date. Yeah, yes, I've noticed that. That's why I don't like to collect dividends, but I use the dividend as a precursor. Hold on, let me show you something really quick. Okay, see all the little green dots? Those represent companies that are going to pay out a dividend. Now, a stock that pays out a dividend has a tendency to go up in value just before it pays the dividend. So if I know the dividend is here for Devon Energy, okay, I'm going to buy it 2 weeks before the dividend on a Monday. Okay, I'm going to buy it 2 weeks before on a Monday. That gives it 2 weeks to make that 1% jump that I'm looking for. Okay, most likely, if I buy it on Monday, Devon would be right here. If I buy it on a Monday, and I'm out by Friday, well, I made my 1%. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for stocks that jump and just keep on going. I'm not looking for capital appreciation. I'm looking for cash flow. There's a difference, and there's a huge difference, especially when it comes time to the investing. When it comes time to the investing, you got to know what it is you're looking for. Gotcha. See? Yeah, so you understand that. Yeah, but you are right. The stock does go down after the EX date. Okay, so Big Marty, sorry about that, dude. It just doesn't make sense to look at something that's not, I'm not going to play. OGC, I don't even know what that is. CGC. CGC. Canopy Growth Corporation. Well, it can't be Canopy Growth Corporation if she goes from 15 and drops all the way down to 3. What kind of growth is that? Clay, XRP, no. XLM, no. V, probably yes. Shopify, no. AEO, yes. Okay, so CGC, let's check out, see what kind of dividends they pay. CGC. Oh, Canopy Growth Corporation. There are no dividends in the selected time period. No dividends, no thank you. Sorry, dude. Julian, AEO, huh? I like AEO. We've traded AEO, and AEO. Oh, it's bouncing off the bottom. Check it out. Here's the high up here, 26.50. Down the bottom's down here, 16.87. Well, what happened in between? Well, a year ago, we're right around the $18 area. We jump up to the high in the middle of March, over 26, and then the bottom's just recently. Now we're sitting at 19.24. Okay. Last 30 days, right there. Okay, so Here's your last 30 days. Doesn't that look pretty? It kind of does if you think about it. 30 days ago, 2050. Last Thursday, down to 1680. Okay, now we're up to 1924. Definitely, look at that. 30 days ago, bottom. Now she's going up. She had plenty of space to go up here, so she could keep on going. Well, it looks interesting. So let's take a gander at it. What does it normally do this time of year? Well, for this time of year, normally, well, here's where we are now. That's a little bit awkward. Okay, take a look. A little bit awkward because it looks like she's going to drop a little bit, pump back up, go sideways for about a week, then drop till the end of the year. I'm a little bit leery on that one, but you can't fight the trend. If the trend has it going, all right, Flock Queen, do you set a stop loss if the stock goes the wrong direction? Nope. That was a quick answer, wasn't it? I don't use stop losses at all. I'm a firm believer in rule number one. Never buy something unless you're prepared to hold it for a long period of time. Also known as never buy something you don't understand. Stocks go up, stocks go down. If you really like the company, buy it. If it goes down, well, it goes down. Everything goes down. Okay, this is AEO. Look, a year ago, 18, it went up, it went down, it went up, it went down, it went up, it went down, it went up, it went down. Every stock does the exact same thing. Goes up, it goes down, goes up, it goes down. The idea is to find a stock that you like. Keep an eye on it so that when it does come down, that's where you buy. As it goes up, that's where you sell. When it comes back down again, that's when you buy. When it goes up, that's when you sell. Well, how do you know where is where? Well, if you take a look, people happen to do the same things over and over and over again. People are habitual. They wake up when the sun gets up. They get hungry, they eat. Okay, you get tired, you rest. Okay, you get wet, you dry off. It's just human nature. The stock is at a high, people are going to take profits. People take profits, it causes the stock to drop. Once the stock drops a certain point, okay, there's always somebody willing to buy regardless. As it drops to a certain point, people start saying, ooh, this is kind of cheap. This looks like a good deal. So they start buying it again. What happens when they start buying it again? It goes back up again. Okay, that's what we do. You and I, we create this mess. We buy, we make the stock go up. We sell, we make the stock go down. The idea is, when do you want to jump on the merry-go-round? When do you want to jump off the merry-go-round? What trading strategy are you going to use? And what pony are you going to jump on? Well, on this particular merry-go-round, there's 9,753 ponies. Jump on one. Take it for a ride. See how it feels. I like the top 300. The top 300 are those companies that have consistently increased their profits and have consistently increased the dividends to their shareholders, that have weekly options, that allows me to collect a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. That's my goal. My goal is a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. That's my goal. That's just my preference. That's the way I want to trade. So when I find a good company that's consistently increased their dividends, consistently profitable, has weekly options, and that option just so happens to be over 1% per week, well, if it makes sense, it makes sense. There's an old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If I'm consistently buying and consistently selling the same stocks over and over and over again, I have a good idea of what they're doing. is a simple. Let's turn that off. All right, where were we? I missed some of these questions. Trying to appease everyone. Shopify, third largest company in Canada. They are competing with Amazon. Storm is coming. Okay, I understand that. All fine and dandy. But I know for sure that Shopify does not have 20 years of increased dividends. Are they consistently profitable for the past 20 years? If not, I don't want anything to do with them. Okay? It's actually kind of simple if you think about it. If it doesn't meet my criteria, well, then that's a no. Okay? Isn't that weird how that goes? Flock Queen. Do you find that you buy the same stocks every quarter or whenever the dividends come back around? Flock Queen, I've been doing this all year, and you're the first person to actually say that. You're absolutely 100% correct. If Comcast pays a dividend on the first week of the quarter, every single quarter, I'm looking at Comcast. Verizon, the same thing. If they pay a dividend on the second week of the quarter, well, the second week of the quarter, I'm going to be looking at Verizon. The same with every company. Let me actually show you. Because you're the first one who actually point that out. And I'm thinking to myself, I try to tell these people over and over and over again, look, we are in the second month of the fourth quarter. Okay, we're just about done with the second month of the fourth quarter. So that means the third month of the fourth quarter is right around the corner. So who's paying a dividend in the first week of the third month of the fourth quarter? Nvidia, Schlumberger, Halliburton, Disney. Okay, I'm sure you heard of all of those. I don't trade Nvidia. Okay, it's on the list, but I don't trade it because their dividends are horrible. The book value is atrocious. So it's a no for me. All right, Fiery, Oracle. Ooh. ORCL, Oracle. Interesting. 185.20. The 185 is going for 220. Look at that growth. Look at that movement from the bottom a year ago at 100 to almost 200, almost doubled in 1 year. We're sitting at 184. There's a lot of space for profit taking. What's the last 90 days look like? The last 3 months, down at 135, shoots up to 195, pulls back to 185. Nice movement. Last 30 days, here's your 30-day bottom, here's your 30-day top. It's pulling back here. Today, Friday, is a little bit concerning. Okay? Now, is this the bottom here, and this the first day to the upside, or is this just an anomaly on its way down? That's something we'll have to figure out on Monday. So I'm going to write Oracle down for Monday, not as a possible trade, but as a possible something to keep our eye on to see what it's going to do. Oracle. All right, next on the list. All right, user 87. I try to understand what you do, but I'm relatively new to trading. Okay. You're relatively new to trading, but you're not because you're over the age of 18. So to be here, you're over the age of 18. Okay, fine. So you do know something, just not as much as you'd like to know. All right, let me test out your theories here for a second. Now, you probably know who Levi Strauss is. They make blue jeans. You probably know who Nike is. They make those cool shoes or those athletic wear. You know who Adidas is. You probably know who Goodyear is. They make tires. You probably heard of Ford, General Motors, AT&T, T-Mobile, Home Depot maybe, Lowe's probably, MasterCard, Visa, American Express. I'm sure you've heard of them. So you've heard of most of the companies I invest in. Now, let's say, hypothetically speaking, you're thinking of buying something. Well, if you're going to buy a pair of shoes, what would you think of? Maybe Nikes. If you're thinking of buying a set of tires, what are you going to think of? Probably Goodyear. Well, you and a couple of million other people are thinking the same thing. They're also thinking, some of them are thinking, if I want to make any money and people keep buying these Nike shoes and these Nike jackets and these really cool Goodyear tires, or these really cool Ford cars or the Tesla cars or whatever, if they're buying these things, maybe they're buying the stocks also. The stocks are simple. You own a part of the company. So by owning a part of the company, you have two options. One, you either gain some of the profits in those companies that are dividend paying companies. Okay, if you're not interested in profits, well, then maybe you're interested in capital growth, having your money grow. That's capital growth. That's a totally different story, total different set of companies. You have companies that are strictly capital growth, and you have companies that are cash flow. I'm doing the cash flow ones because I'm retired and the X amount of dollars that I have has to last me. So if I invest every single week and I make a certain amount every single week, that certain amount every single week has to pay my bills. And it does. And my account grows very slowly. But my account grows enough to pay all my bills and to keep getting bigger and bigger. Okay, do you teach or have videos on short and long-term gains and taxes from trading? Mr. Bluestone, no, I do not. When it comes to taxes, I always tell people you need to talk to a tax strategist or a tax planner. And the very first question you always ask any tax planner or tax strategist, how much taxes are you paying? If the tax planner or the tax strategist is paying taxes, you're talking to the wrong person. You want to talk to someone who knows how to structure their assets, okay, which is part of the trading world, you know, houses, cars, money, all that kind of nice, neat, fun stuff. If you're paying taxes, you need to talk to a tax strategist. It is your responsibility to pay the least amount of taxes legally, okay? Don't want to break any laws here. Steve, Amazon, no. Amazon does not have dividends. They do not share their profits. Haggis, okay, PFLT. Let's take a good look at it. PFLT. Pennant Park Floating. Are you shitting me, really? Hell no. It's a monthly optional stock. I don't do monthlies, and I've never heard of it. Stephen, I have heard of Amazon, but they don't have dividends, so they're no. Okay. Sup Depot. It's M&A with Nippon at 55 a share. Okay. Let's keep on going. What do we got? ASML. Hayden, how are you doing today? ASML. Okay. ASML Holdings. All right, it has weekly options. It's at $680, out of my price range. Sorry. Very good. Great to be on the stream. Well, alrighty then. Apparently, you got more money than I got, dude. I can't afford, a couple hundred shares at $600 a share. Let's see how well they pay out their dividends. ASML. Okay, 18. Oh, no. No. Sorry, dude. Did you see this? They've been paying dividends since 07. They paid one dividend in 07, 284. One dividend in 08, 37. One dividend in 09 at 27. These dudes, these people are losing money. MPW. X date is coming. Yeah, MPW. I know that. I got a bunch of MPW. Okay, we'll take a look at it. MPW. Just hold tight. I'm Flock Queen. I'm retiring soon and would like to try a few of these trades. How much of your day do you work to research these stocks? Oh my dear. You have been misled. Yeah, look at these things. Goes from 27 to 28 to 54 to 59 to $11.87, and then it cuts it back to 71 to 84 to 81, then a buck. Yeah, no, that's all over the place, dude. No, thank you. You're under the impression that I do a lot of work. No, I don't. See, here's the thing, Flock. Hold on, I had another question behind yours. What was it? We can't see that display. All right. I can't even read that name, dude. Seriously. But this display here, the screen here is live on YouTube. Because if you're on your phone or an iPad, you can't see these little tiny numbers. That's why this whole screen, without me in front of it, just that, is live on YouTube. Just the screen, nothing down here. Nothing up there, just the screen, live on YouTube. That way you can see the numbers. All right, so back to you. Why, hold on. Retiring soon, how much time do I do to research these? I don't do any research on these whatsoever. And here's the reason, okay? The stocks that I like. Hey, you got a new subscriber over there. Cool beans. The stocks that I like to buy have increased their dividends for more than 2 decades. That's 20 years. Now, a dividend is a portion of the profits. So, if the dividend increases, logic, reason, common sense, all those normal things, if the profits are increasing, the dividends got to increase. If the dividends are increasing, the profits got to increase. They go hand in hand. You cannot increase your dividend to your shareholders every year without your profits increasing. That's just the way it works. Okay? If you go out in the rain, you're going to get wet. It's just one of those things. You can't go swimming unless you go into the water. One of those things. You can't increase your dividends unless your profits keep increasing. That being said, those are the only companies I buy. Now, if they're consistently profitable for more than 2 decades, maybe they know what they're doing. Those are the ones I want to invest in. Now, do I buy them right away? No, I don't. I look to the chart to tell me when is the right time to buy. And I'm not looking for it to go from here all the way up to here. No, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. The easiest way for me to do that is through what is called a covered call. If I buy this one right now at this moment in time at 690, well, I want to sell it at 690. And the 690 is going for 970. That's well over 1%. All right? So if I buy it at the current market price and I sell it at the current market price through a covered call using a stock option, that allows me to collect this, the premium, 970. Now, just because the numbers work on this side doesn't mean the chart has nothing to do with it, because the chart is telling me when is the right time to buy. See, when it's at the high, okay, when it's at the high, no, that's not the right time to buy. Okay, when it's down right here at that low point, that's not the right time to buy either. The right time to buy is when it hits a bottom. See, the bottom here, and then 2 days up. Let's zoom into that, look a little closer. Okay, see the high over here? She comes down, drops, 2 days to the upside, and then she just keeps on going. That's the time to jump in. So the numbers tells me that it's a contender, that the numbers work. Great. Then I look at the chart. Is it the right time to buy? Okay, so I don't research the company that much. All I know is, yeah, they increase their dividends consistently. which means they're consistently profitable. And if they're consistently profitable for 20 consecutive years, well, it just goes to tell me that more than likely they're going to be profitable yet again. And if it's not going to be profitable, well, then the stock will be actually going down. And as it goes down, I'm not going to want to buy it until it turns around and goes back up again. Okay, so no, I don't do a lot of research. I like to know that the company's consistently profitable and they have dividends. All right, KG. When you have $2 cost average, what is the highest percentage of your portfolio are you willing to go? 50%. That's it. I ain't going any higher than that. Well, actually, it's like 25%, but you know, around 50%. All right, let's keep on going. PFLT. Didn't we already say no to PFLT? PFLT. Yeah, we already said no to that. Why are we looking at it again? Carlos Perez, ¿qué pasa, amigo? VTG. VTG. No options, no thank you. Petrobras has been one of my favorites, but it's a Brazilian oil and gas company. Yeah, okay. If it's not available on the U.S. stock market, I'm not changing it. Vlad, thoughts on Macy's delayed earnings? Didn't even know. I don't really pay attention to the earnings, to be totally honest with you, because I've seen positive earnings where stocks go down. I've seen negative earnings where stocks go up. I've come to the conclusion that earnings just don't have a lot of, what do you call it? Aren't as predictable as like some people like to think that they are. Okay, so I'm a little lost here. I'm trying to read some of these questions. So Macy's, here we are. So Macy's earnings, okay, is the 11th. That's in 2 weeks. The dividend is the 13th, 2 days later. So do you listen to the earnings reports? I don't. Let's get out of that. Don't need that. Back to here. So Macy's at the moment, look at the last 90 days. A lot of movement. Okay, now she's up here. Let's go to the last 30 days. Okay, last 30 days gives me a better idea what it looks like. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now she's going back up again. How high is she going to go? Well, the 30-day high is at 660 right here. And right now it's at 624. Could it go higher? Yeah, it could. But can it do it for the whole 5 days? Because Monday is coming up next. And if we think it's going to go up, it might be able to do 5 days to the upside. It might. We just don't know. Kelly, oh, it disappeared. But that was kind of cool. All right. So yeah, I do like Macy's. Let's take a look at what a trade from Macy's would be. I'd be looking at the 16s. Yeah, why not? The 16s. Let's get out of there. Let's change this to a covered stock trade. The 16s right there. Okay, let's just do one contract. And at the market, here's what it sounds like. Here's your stock. Buy one covered call Macy's 100s. That is the weeklies. 6 December 24. That's this coming Friday. Because options, the ones that I like, every Friday, they expire. So I buy a stock on Monday. I sell the covered call, the stock option, on Monday. As soon as I buy the stock, I sell the option at the exact same time, hoping that it will decrease to nothingness by Friday or increase enough for me to be back into all cash the following Friday, I mean, Monday, with all my money back into my account. So I like to sell on Friday and then start the whole process over again every week, because that's what I'm looking for. I'm retired. I need something to do, so I decide, why not? Let me share what I've been doing for the past 20 years. Okay? So that being said, December 6th, 2024, that's next Friday, the $16 call strike against Macy's stock at the market to open. My profit on this one trade is $32.50. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but you're buying something that has value to it. And then you're going to sell it for the exact same price you paid for it, and then collect a premium. And that premium is going to be over 1%. So the profit is $32.50. Let's bring up my calculator. $32.50 is the profit. Well, what is one contract cost? Well, one contract is 100 shares of stock, and that's going to be 1,568. 1,568. So what does that come to? 2%. Not a 1% trade. This is a 2% trade. So if I consistently buy 100 shares and I consistently sell an option at the money that gets me 2% every single week, do you realize what 2% a week is? 2% a week is over 100% a year. Well, this trade right here, the one I just showed you, it has a 2.07% return. So you multiply that by 52, because there's 52 weeks in a year, roughly around 107% return. That's not that bad if you think about it. But you have a couple of questions you need to ask yourself. Question number one, this is why I ask everybody. Question number one, does it make sense? That's question number one. Does it make sense? Question number two, do I like this particular stock, Macy's? Well, do I like it at $16.25? Question number four, am I willing to hold on to it until it hits my target price? Well, in this particular moment, my target price is $16. Well, what if it hits it on the very first week? Fine, I make my 1%. Why do I care? That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking to hold on to the stock unless, I can turn a 1% profit every week. Rolling forward my option. If you don't understand what that is, you got to join my morning trading group and you'll follow along and do the same thing I do. But still, simple, safe, predictable, consistent, 1% per week. That's what I'm looking for. XRP is not a dividend stock. Lawrence, Google has just started paying dividends. I will be looking at Google in 19 and a half years. Okay? Is the price will go up or down? Yeah. AFG, the price does. It goes up and it goes down. Thoughts on JMIA? Now, to be 100% honest with you, JMIA, I have never heard of it. If I've never heard of it, normally it's going to be a no. But this one here, it's at $3.92. I find it very difficult to believe that this company has 20 years, 2 decades of increased dividends. Okay, so let's check. How often has this company increased their dividends? What's the name of the company again? JMIA. JMIA. Jemiah. Is that like Aunt Jemiah? There are no dividends in the selected time period. Sorry, dude. Ashley, Jemiah has no dividends. So no dividends, no thank you. Tim's, AGNC. Well, Tim's, terribly sorry, dude. We already looked at AGNC. Nelly, NLY, NLY. Okay, the high of the year is there, 21.13. The bottom, 1765. A year ago, we're at 1790. Now we're currently at 1990. Well, that's not a whole lot of increase now, is it? 1790, now it's at 1990. That's only a $2 increase in a year. Okay, last 90 days, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now it's going to an uptrend. Okay, last 30. Here's your 30. It's kind of at a 30-day high at the moment. That's going to be a no for me. I don't like 30-day highs. Fernando, XRP, not a dividend stock. Okay? Secretariat, yes, I'm going to agree with you. X looks great, and it's actually on my list for Monday. And very payable premium. However, their divs are only 5 cents per quarter. Yeah, I get that. It's not the dividends we're looking for, Secretariat. It's the consistency on which they increase. Now, U.S. Steel has stock splits, has a tendency to skew the amount of times that they've increased their dividends. I traded Pepe and others, but I can't find it. Okay, quick note 75. Okay, Pepe, I've never heard of. PEPE. Okay, but as you can see, PEPE cannot find the symbol, and it has no options. So that's going to be a no, Fernando. ARCC, hickety heckin' heck. Really? ARCC. We looked at this the other day, and it's a monthly. Hickety heckety heck? Yeah. No. I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work. Ashley and Mikey already looked at Jemiah. No. Ooh, check it this one. I made about $750,000 in the past 30 days on IONQ. Yeah, no. Lunar is the only one I ever heard of, and I don't trade that one. Well, good for you. No coins. Coles, user 7472. Coles, KSS. Okay, well, Coles was up today. All righty. So, here's the high. Here's the low. Went sideways, down, made a new bottom like that. Look at the last 90 days. Okay, last 90 days for Coles. She's going sideways or in a channeling. Then she drops, made a big drop the other day. When it made that big drop, yeah, I bought some to dollar cost average down because I like Coles. Last 30 days looked a little bit like this. Okay, sideways, down, up, big drop, 2 days to the upside. I like 2 days to the upside, tell me to jump in. So yeah, Coles is on my list for Monday. Here's your 30-day bottom. Your 30-day top was almost 30 days ago. Well, what usually happens? 30-day top, profit taking, then she shoots back up again, then she dropped. Now we have a 30-day bottom right here with 2 days to the upside. Okay, that works for me. And currently at 15.10, the 15s are going for 45 cents a share. Do you know any idea what that means? Well, let's check it out. Let's go to covered stock and do the 15s. Just one contract at the market when it opens first thing Monday. Here's what it sounds like. Buy one covered call of Coles 100, KSS 100. That is the weeklies, 6 December 24. That's this coming Friday. The $15 call strike against Coles stock at the market open. $46 is the profit on this trade. Doesn't sound like a lot. $46, divide that by the purchase price, $1,454. That comes to a whopping grand total of 3%, 3.16% to be exact. What is that? If you do it for the whole year, just like that, I doubt you'll be able to do it for the whole year. I can't even do it for the whole year. But if you could get 3% every single week for a whole year, it comes to 165% per year. Okay, now these are boring trades. These are the same things over and over and over again. It's monotonous. It's boring. It drives me up the wall. That's the exact same over and over and over again. But isn't that what we're looking for? A trading strategy that is simple, safe, predictable, consistent? I like that. Simple, safe, predictable, and consistent. That's what I'm looking for. I'm at that point in my life where I want the money to come easily. Because I've been working since 1973. I'm pretty much done with it. You know, I could continue working. And what I choose to do nowadays, I don't really consider it as work. I consider it as keeping myself busy. Call it what you want. How does BBY look for a buy on Monday? Okay, BBY. We'll take a look at it. BBY. Here you go. Interesting. It's at $90.10 at the moment. The $90 strike price is going for $129. That's 1.3%. Okay. Look at the charts. What is the chart telling us? There's 5 things I want to see every time I look at a chart. Okay, this is a 1-year chart. Where's the high? Where's the low? Where was it a year ago? Where is it now? And what's the direction? Up, down, up, down, up, down. Now it's beginning to turn right here the last couple of days. Let's take a closer look. A year ago, we're at 70. Then we drop on the end of May, 69. Okay, at the top of the year, 104. Now, what? 103.90s on the 28th of August. Then from there, look at the downturn for the last couple of months. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now look at this. The bottom, let's go right to there. Last 30 days. Okay, up, there's a high here. Bottom, up, bottom, up, bottom. Now she's going back up again. Look at all the space she has between here and up here. That's a lot of space above where she currently is. Could she continue to go up? Yes, she could. What does the seasonality look like? The seasonality basically just tells us what does a stock normally do this time of year. Well, we change this up. Okay, so it doesn't look as favorable as I wanted it to. All right, look at what it does normally. Normally, for the next week, she goes sideways, you know, just channeling sideways, and then slowly drop towards the end of the year. Now, that's just what it did last year and the last 10 years on average. Does that mean that's what it's going to do? No, it doesn't mean that at all. It just means that's what it normally does. Could it do something different? Well, yes, it could. So let's take a gander. God XM, what's up? Let's go back to where we were. So at the current price, this moment in time, $90, 129. 129 is 1.3% of this current price. That's the question you need to ask yourself. What am I looking to do? Why am I here? Does this make sense? Do I think I can do it? These are all very good questions you need to ask yourself, because it may make sense and you just may not think that you have the capacity to do it. I don't know. Okay? You're either going to do it yourself or you're going to pass it along for someone else to do. It's really only 2 choices. All right, next on the list. Gilmer Troncaso. I don't know if I said that right or not, but how do you know if they paid dividends? That's an interesting question. All right. Is it Gilmer? All right, Gilmer. Basically, the only stocks I'm looking at are the dividend kings. 54, 50, 24 companies that have increased their dividends for 5 decades or more. That's 50 years or more. Second list, the dividend aristocrats. 67 companies that have increased their dividends consistently for 25 consecutive years. And then you have the dividend champions. Okay? They have increased their dividends. Now, their rules are just a little bit different than the aristocrats, but there's 150 companies that have consistently increased their dividends for more than 25 years. And then we have two more lists. The dividend contenders, 10 years to 24 years of increased dividends. And finally, bringing up the tail end, we got Warren Buffett's stock list. So between those 5 lists right there, that's about 300 companies that have consistently increased their dividends for more than 20 years. That's 2 decades. I appreciate how you're explaining everything. Alrighty, Lorena. I like to see the whole question. All right, I'll have to look at it again. All right, normal still better. You must zoom out. ET. Okay, gotta get to these questions. Wow, there's a lot of questions I've been missing. All right. All right. Tronosco, check Yahoo Finance. Thanks. 86, thank you. Yahoo Finance plug user 6765 plug PLUG. Never heard of it. If I never heard of something, it's usually going to be a no. And I feel bad for saying that. Plug Power Incorporated, $2.23, and you think this company has 20 years or more of increased dividends? Okay, Plug, $2.24. No dividends, no thank you. See? No dividends, no thank you. Not exactly what it says. All right, user 7472, we already looked at Kohl's. All right, Ched Bob, seriously, SoFi? No dividends, no thank you. I missed out on SoFi. No, you didn't. It's not that good. What do I trade? Solid. Specifically, I trade dividend stock companies that have 22 decades, 20 years of increased dividends. That's it. I make an exception once in a while if it's on Warren Buffett's list or another trader's list that I respect. Thank you for the response. Just wanted to know when. Okay. SPMO. What the heck is SPMO? An ETF? Hell no. CHED. BCE. BC Incorporated. No. Okay, Ched Bob, yeah, they may be good at paying dividends, but they have no weekly options. So there's, like I said before, there's 9,753 companies. What makes you think SPMO should intrude on my very exclusive list of weekly optionable stocks? Because at 27 bucks, the current 27 is not going for 4%. So if it's not going for 4%, why the hell would I trade it? So I'm looking for 1% a week. This thing's offering 2% for the month. No. Sorry. Do you do a course on how to understand and read dividends? Lorena, yes, I do. Okay, Lorena, the best thing for you to do, send me your number. I'll give you a call. We'll chat. See if it's right for you. It's not right for everyone. Hey, James. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I'm still a little chunky. I feel bloated still. And I ate hardly anything today. I had turkey dinner for breakfast. That was about it. BCE keeps tanking. That's how it pays dividends. Selman, that's probably true. You don't know. Costco is recession proof. Could be, but Costco's also out of my price range. COST. Okay? $971 per share. Costco may be recession proof, but 970, okay, it's out of my price range. Sorry, I like to stay under 250 bucks. Do you meet Wait a minute. Do you meet the holding period requirements to get a tax discount on a dividend? Ooh, Kate, lovely question. Now, Kate, what I'm going to tell you, I don't know if you've ever heard it before, but here's the thing. Number one, certain taxes are required by law, and certain taxes are voluntary. I'll let you figure out which one's which. If you're having an issue with taxes, your best bet is to talk with a tax strategist or a tax planner. And the very first question you need to ask them, how much taxes do you pay? If they're paying taxes, then they're not the right person for you to talk to. Okay, Einstein. Salmon, thank you. I'm going to take that. Salmon 353 went from 72 to 44 in 08 recession, Einstein. Okay, cool bean. Would it be bad to take out a personal loan in my grandma's name to invest in MSTR? Kissin' dudes, I can't think of something better as an example of the wrong thing to do. Taking out a loan to make an investment in a company that I have no idea what makes you think MSTR is going to be that good. MSTR. Oh, hell no, brother. Come on. Take a look. Okay? A year ago, you're at 46 bucks. Okay? And then she jumps up to $550. Think about this for a second. All right? In January, it's at 46 bucks. Now it's at 550. Well, wait a minute. That was the high of the year, 550. Okay? So she shoots up to 550, drops back down to 317, and now it's at 387. And you want to borrow money in your grandmother's name to invest in that? Hold up a second. MSTR. Micro Strategies Incorporated. There are no dividends in this time frame. Okay, no dividends, no thank you. But wait, don't run off so quick. Let's take a look at statistics. Okay. The book value on this particular company that doesn't pay dividends, okay, doesn't pay dividends, is $18.62. So you want to pay almost $400 a share for a company that's only worth $18.62 a share. Explain to me in a manner in which I understand why you think that's a good idea. Number one, in my humble opinion, now, I'm no Einstein, I know that, but I do know if she goes from 50 bucks to 550 bucks in less than a year, something's up. Something don't smell right. Okay? At 395, the 400s are going for $26 a share. That's crazy money. Crazy. Why? Why is it so high? That's right, they don't have dividends. That won't be on there. Okay, so it's just a bad idea to borrow money in your grandmother's name to invest in a company. Sorry, unless you know something that nobody else knows, I would think it's a bad idea. Could be a poster child for bad ideas. Anyway, I missed a bunch of questions. BCE pay good dividends. Okay, fine. I had a great Thanksgiving. Chet Bomb. Okay, nothing is recession proof. He's absolutely right. Okay, we talked about calls are crazy on MSTR. Yeah, they are. Why do you think that is? SMCI, no. Lunar, LUNR, no. Do you use Open Insider? What's your stance on penny stocks? Noah, I don't do penny stocks. Now, ask yourself a question, Noah. Okay, think of this for a second. Buying a penny stock is one thing. What does it cost to sell your penny stock? Because when I traded penny stocks, getting in was easy. Getting out was a pain in the ass. Really love ET dividends and movement up. Damn, Sam. We already looked at ET. I already figured out ET is a no. Okay, now, here's the thing. ET, it's at the high of the year. Could it go higher? Yes, it could. What are the odds of it going higher? 1 in 266. Because there are 266 trading days in a year. For you to think this is the one and only one that's going to be that high is 1 in 266. More power to you. But I don't like ET only because when it goes down, and it does, look at the premiums. 1 cent, 0, 0, 0. Yeah, so you can't sell premiums out of the money that are halfway decent. To meet the holding period requirements, yeah, okay, Kate, you got to talk to a tax strategist on the tax scenario. Would it be bad? Yep, we already talked about that one. Lunar, bad idea, bad idea. Okay, became number 11 on the team. Cool. Do you use open side? No, I don't. I don't like ET. Normal, that's normal. Still better than most of you have to zoom out. Salmon, okay. Also, what's up? Noah, what's hap? You should look at Lunar. I looked at Lunar, LUNR. Okay? There's Lunar. I'm looking at it. What am I supposed to be seeing? Because what I'm seeing is something I would invest in. But wait, hold on. Let's see how well Luna has been paying dividends. LUNR. Okay, historical data. Come on. Dividends only. Oh, look at that. Lunar. There are no dividends for the time period selected. Now, apparently, you might like Lunar perfect. No problem whatsoever. Unfortunately, this channel here, if you can tell by the name, Dividend Stock Talk, Dividend Investing for Weekly Cash Flow. If this company, Lunar, has no dividends, why are you suggesting us to take a look at it? I'm kind of curious. Okay, no dividends, no thank you. No weekly options, no thank you. It's pretty simple. No dividends, no thank you. Sir Sipalot, how are you today? Haggis Herb, S-U-N, huh? Sunoco, no, it's a monthly. I don't do monthly companies because the numbers just don't work. Bondizzle, N-O-G, N-O-G, Northern Oil and Gas. Interesting, no. Shea, Grunge, E.T., no. If X does not meet your criteria, do you avoid it with the good numbers you saw since it's known? No. Why would you say, why would I avoid X? I love U.S. Steel. It's been around for over 100 years. It's a good company. Okay, it's like an icon of a company, U.S. Steel. All right, yeah, the numbers look great. Yeah, it is on my list for Monday. Okay, Shay, ET, Energy Transfer, no. Richard K, H bar, HBAR. Can't find that symbol. HEAR. Turtle Beach Corporation. You know what's interesting? Turtle Beach is right down the street. Depends which Turtle Beach they're talking about, of course. Now, I'm going to say no to this one only because look at the premiums. At the money right now. Well, it's a monthly, so I'm not even going to bother. Not even going to explain. It's a monthly. No, thank you. Where is he reading? Cool Spirit. What do you mean? Where is he reading? I'm reading the chart behind me. If you're talking about the questions, I definitely want to take you up on the call. Can I send you my number? Yes. That's what I say. Anybody who wants to talk to me, send me your number. I will give you a buzz, and we can have a chat. Because this is not right for everyone. Okay? It is slow. It is boring. It is monotonous. It's the same stocks over and over and over again. The same ones. I look at Ford 4 times a year, every quarter. Macy's, I look at that almost every week because Macy's was very nice to me this year. It's my number 1 performing stock this year. Now, when I see performing, the stock is, wait, let me pull it up. See, look at it. It's actually on a downturn. But how could it be my number 1 producing stock? Because the premiums are freaking awesome. Give me some company names. Oh, Miglani. You want some company names, do ya? All right, here we go. You ready? Nordstrom's, Keys, Halliburton, Bank of America, General Motors, Pepsi, Kimberly-Clark, Waste Management, Devon Energy, Albemarle, Macy's, Seagate, Walmart, T. Rowe Price, MPW, VFC, Occidental Petroleum, AIG, BBY, PHM, Cardinal Health, Cisco. That's just this month right here. And that's not even all on this month because the ones down here haven't loaded yet. SVJ. Dude, I don't do coins at all. I appreciate how you're explaining everything. It doesn't feel so intimidating. Thank you. Lorena, I appreciate that. Thank you. Give me some company names. I already did that. Ooh, take a look. Amy wants to look at ExxonMobil. Now, I'm sure we've all heard of ExxonMobil. XOM. I like ExxonMobil, and I bought it many a times this year. Okay. Couple of things I first want to see. I always want to take a look at the chart first. High, low, where was it? Where is it? What's the direction? Up, down, sideways. The 118 is going for 133. Great. The chart looks okay. Not perfect, but it looks okay, allowing me to go to the next step. The next step is to check the number. What's my current price? 118. Well, what is the 118 going for? 133. Well, that's more than 1%. So yeah, let's take a deeper dive into the chart. Is it the right time to buy? Just because the numbers look good doesn't mean the chart's right. High, low, was it, is, all that kind of nice, neat, fun stuff. A year ago, more specifically, 103.12. The bottom of the year, the end of December, was right around 99.50. She shoots up and channels. Look at the channel. It just channels nicely all year round. Just stays in that one little channel. Well, cool. The high of the year was right here on the 7th of October. And that high was 126.34. Well, look what it did. Up, down, up, down. Well, here's where we are right now. Well, let's take a closer look. The last 30 days gives me a really good idea of where it should be going next week. Should. Not guaranteed. Okay? Here's your bottom, 30-day bottom. She shoots up, pulls back, shoots up again. Here's your 30-day top. 30-day bottom, 30-day top. After the 30-day top, usually there's profit taking. Well, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, today may have been a green day, an update, but look. It's a lower high and a lower low. So it is still going to the downside. So for ExxonMobil, I would say hold tight for a bit, wait until next week and see when it finally finds its bottom. XOM. Because I like ExxonMobil. But look, here's the 30-day high, and it is going down. So until it finds a bottom, turns around and goes back up, I'm just going to watch it. I like ExxonMobil. Now, if it continues, okay, once she starts turning around, going back up, I want to go back and take a look at the numbers. Am I still getting my 1%? I'm thinking 2, 3, 4 days, maybe 5 days, and ExxonMobil will be ripe for the picking. Travis Bell, NVIDIA, dude, I feel bad for you. Only because you're jumping on a bandwagon everyone else is jumping on, but you're not looking under the hood. Look under the hood, dude. How often have they increased their dividends? That's number one. What is the actual value of the company? If they had to liquidate today, got rid of everything, what's the value? Well, the dividend this year is 1 penny. 1 penny. What is the book value? $1.74. $1.74. You're paying, what is it, $130, $140 a share for a company that's worth $1.74? The only reason why the pony's going good is because somebody fed it some freaking habanero sauce and it's fucking just taking off. Well, eventually it's going to run out of steam and people are going to look and say, I got this piece of shit and I paid this much for it? But what the hell do I know? I always tell people, don't listen to a word I say. I'm just some random guy on YouTube. Do your own research. Look it up. Are these numbers accurate? Okay, this is Think or Swim through Charles Schwab. And Charles Schwab, he's got more clout than I do. Okay, but is the numbers real? Does it make sense? Travis Bell, Novciac. I have no idea what that is. Haggis Herb, NGG. What the heck is NGG? NGG. Well, it's a no is what it is. Oh, some guy, Home Depot. I like Home Depot. Dividend King. Been around for over 100 years. Consistently increased their dividends. It's a no, dude. Sorry. It's, I should say not a no. It's a not this week. Okay, that better. Not this week. Okay, this week you have a high a couple of days ago. So there's going to be profit taking. After the profit taking's done, fine, keep your eye on it. Once it hits the bottom, turns around, great. Find out what the price is. What can you sell a covered call for? Is that more than 1%? I do like Home Depot. I shop there often. As a matter of fact, I was there today. I think I bought a Bluetooth, what was it called? A Bluetooth party speaker. The thing is huge. It was like 29 bucks. Got home, turned it on, and cranked it up. It's like, this is nice. I just wish they could go in stereo, because I'd buy 2 of them. Have one here and have one there and have them both plugged in at the same time. Cool beans. I don't know if you can do that or not. This should be an app to let you do 2 Bluetooths at the same time. All right, so NVIDIA's a no. Okay, Novicia, I have no idea what that is. NGG, we already looked at that. That was a no. Home Depot. Matty Boy wants to tell you, CAG, what is that? Conagra? Is that what that is? Conagra, yeah. Okay, so Conagra is there. All right. The high was back in September. The bottom was last week. A year ago, we're at 28. Now we're at 27.55. Okay, it's an interesting scenario. Think about this for a second. Most people buy a stock and hold on to it for years and years and years. Take a look at this company for a second. Conagra. Last year, it was at 28 bucks. Now, it's at 27.55. Explain to me where the benefit is buying a stock and holding it for a whole year. Look at all the opportunities you missed. Okay? Sell, buy, 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 sell. That's like 10 or 15 times you could have turned a profit. But no. 28 last year, 27.55 right now. Explain to me how that's better. I don't buy and hold anything because all stocks go up and then all stocks go down and then they go up and then they go down. That's all they do all year round. All right. MSTX. Miglani, AT&T, that's a no. Oh, wait a second. We didn't finish up with this one. Let's finish up with Conagra. Okay, so Conagra's at 27.55. I could buy it at 27.74. The 27.50s go for 25. I'm going to say no right off the bat. That's not 1%. By the time you do the math, no. It doesn't work. Sorry. All right, Miglani, AT&T, no. Reason being, it's at the high of the year. It's been doing nothing but continuously going up. I don't buy at the high. Terribly sorry. You may like it. You could jump on that pony and take it for a ride, however long it will go. Me, I don't do that. MSTX. Defiance Daily Target 2X Long Master ETF. Well, let's see how many times they've increased their dividend. Sounds like a no to me. MSTX. Oh, it is a no. Imagine that. No dividends, no thank you. That's pretty simple, I think. No dividends, no thank you. Also been wheeling Riley for the past 2 weeks for some good success. Secretariat, so have I. I think I get Riley in 2 different accounts. Riley, R-I-L-Y. Okay, so Riley, for the past couple of weeks, look at this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Right now, she's at the top, getting ready to come down. Well, cool. Depends on how you want to play it. Now, Secretariat is talking about doing the wheel strategy. That's where you sell a put option first, then turn around and buy, sell a covered call. So the put option would be a 6. It's at 40. What are you shitting me? Really? Nice. But even the 550s is selling for 15, which is close to 3%. I could deal with that. As a matter of fact, Secretary, I'm going to put Riley down for next week. Alrighty. All right. Next on the list, how does BWTX look? Not 100% sure if really paying dividends, but point and figure looked all right. Point and figure looked all right. BWTX. BWTX. Baking water transfer. No options, no thank you. Dude, seriously? It's not even over 20 cents. It's like not even, it's a penny stock. Hell no. INTC, we already looked at Intel earlier. Thank you. Sure will. All right, Lorena. Intel, all right. Arcamant, we already looked at Intel earlier. SPMO, really? What the heck is SPMO? 96 bucks. And it's a monthly. No. But wait, it gets worse. You heard them. What's your opinion on options? I love options. I'm not quite sure what you mean that. My opinion on options? Options give you a variety of choices where one might be better than the other. That's why they call them options. Zim is a no. Dow. Isn't Dow a monthly? No. No, wait a minute. Dow we were looking at last week. Okay. Here's the high, 60.93. The bottom, 43. A year ago, we're at 51. But the Dow is 44.33. Well, the 44.50s are going for 27 cents. Not quite 1%. Dow is, the numbers just don't work. Because they just go up to 90 billion loan at 0% interest and are the biggest holder of Bitcoin. MSTR. Well, alrighty then. I keep missing you talking about Walgreens. What are your thoughts? WBA. We already looked at Walgreens earlier. Okay. Walgreens has a new bottom recently. Okay. Here's the last 30 days. 30 days ago, we're at 950. She shoots up to 980, drops down to $8. Okay, now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days to the upside and plenty of space to keep going for next week. Walgreens is on my list for next week. Zim dividends. Zim does. They don't think Zim has dividends. Hold on a second. ZIM. Oh, 2. Okay. User 686184. I'm going to call you Paul. Okay, Paul. Zim has 2 dividends. June 4th, 2024, 23 cents. August 29th, 2024, 93 cents. 2 dividends does not cut it. When I put up 2 fingers, I'm talking 2 decades. That's 20 years. Thoughts on Spotify? No dividends, but a good tech stock with decent week. Okay, dude, God, really? Dude, you've been here long enough. No dividends, no thank you. Sorry. It's actually that simple. What do I think about Vale? Isn't Vale a monthly? VALE? No, it's not. Vale. Now, I remember looking at Vale recently. And I know it was a no for a reason, but I'm not 100% sure what the reason was. Okay, the dividends go all the way back to 2002, which is over 20 years. So let's see how well they have increased. All right. 2002 is 6 cents. Then it dropped to 4. Not a good start. Then it goes to 5. Then it goes back to 4. Again, not that good. Only 3 months in 03, 2 months in 04, 2 months in 05, so they pay biannually. They went to 11, 17, 13, 17, 26, 30, 24. They cut the dividends. That's not good in 09. 2010, 24, 33, and then they cut the dividends in 2011. Then they cut the dividends in 2013, cut the dividends in 2014, cut the dividends in 2015. I'm going to say no to Vale. I'm sorry I'm late to the stream. How is the stream? Me too, blah, 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 Yosef, all that kind of stuff. All right, well, we looked at Home Depot already. All right, Simone, how are you today? Will you please say some companies' names which pay dividends? Okay, McNally, you're just not paying attention, dude. Okay? Companies that pay dividends. All right. You ready? Here we go. Nordstrom's, Key, Halliburton, Occidental Petroleum, MPW, VFC, UNP, AIG, BBY, PHM, CAH, CSCO, Waste Management, Kimberly-Clark, Bank of America, General Motors, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Nordstrom's, wait a minute, Home Depot, Lowe's, Colgate-Palmolive. Is that enough? Lunar good for long-term or day trade, bro. Okay, Amy, got it. However, it doesn't work for me. No dividends, no thank you. Great job, 90 minutes. Zim is a no. Noah, where was I? I definitely want to. Definitely want to take you up. I set my number, getting some of this, but I want more. Okay, Noah, cool beans. DOLTO. Well, I never heard of it. DOL. Oops, back to where we were. DOL.TO. Can't find that symbol. Going to be no DHT. THT. No, it's a monthly. How about TGS? Never heard of that one either. TGS, that's a monthly. No. Dow, we already looked at it. It's already going to be no. SPMO. What the heck is SPMO? Oh, yeah. No, it's a monthly. How do I feel about Schwab? Well, you actually got to give me the ticker symbol. TGS. What is TGS? TGS. Transport. Okay. Ali Jutt wants to do a co-host. Ali, I have no idea who you are, and I don't quite sure how that works. TSG. Home Depot should be calls on Tuesday or Wednesday, I think. I'm kind of curious. Hey, how you doing? Dude, I can't understand you. Oh. Not quite sure. All right, so how do I get out of this one? Yeah? What does that mean? Okay, that doesn't mean anything to me. All right. All right. Okay, you got to say English, dude. Okay. Dude, we're talking about dividend stocks, investing with dividend stocks. What do you know? What does that mean? Yeah. Oh boy. Let's see if I can figure this one out. Okay. All right. I'm not going to do this again. This is just not working out. One what? Yeah. What does that mean? What the? Oh, dude. One what? Shit. Yeah. Van? Okay. That's a no from me. Okay, works for me too. Dude, I have no idea what that means. What the fuck? Don't. Yeah? Thank you. Remind me never to do that again. Somebody asked to be invited to the yeah, all right. Please explain bird. I have no idea what that means. Tell him to quit. Yep. Calling from a cave. Anyway, let's get back to where we were. NCLH, Norwegian Cruise Line. NCLH. Okay. Little too high. Think about it. Look where it is. Okay, too close to the high at the moment. 27s. Okay, well, the numbers look good. What does it normally do this time of year? 111. I have no idea what that means. That was hilarious. Thanks, 86. You know what? I try to be nice. People want. I'm lost for words. Okay, the guy wanted to come in, chill alive. I thought maybe he might have something to say. What have I missed? Nothing, Alex. How are you doing? Okay, that's a no. It was hilarious. Thank you. All right, so NCLH. What has it done for the last couple of years? Well, no. Ooh, look at that nice movement to the upside. Here we are right here. DVA, never do that again. So look, here we are right here. And it shoots up nicely towards the end of the year. So Norwegian Cruise Line could be a good thing. I laughed so hard, woke the whole household. All right, Amy. Okay, Oh, Norwegian Cruise Line, no dividends. What are we looking at it for? 86, you're slipping, dude. All right. All right, so let's keep on going. It's 11:15. What else do we got to take a look at? I have some on my list, so you guys, let's take a look. Ford. Let's take a gander at Ford. Ford. I wasn't the one who asked for NCLH. No. Yeah, I get that. I know, I understand that. I found out there were no dividends before you did. You're usually faster than I am, which I extremely appreciate. Really, I do. I love the work that you do. It makes life so much easier for me. All right, so so Ford a year ago was at 1074. Well, right now it's at 1113. So you're up a little bit. Cool. The high of the year, what was that? 1450. The bottom of the year, what is that? 947. Okay, look at the last couple of months. Look at that. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So here it is right here. I want to get a closer look at that. Okay, this is what we're going to be looking at on Monday. 30-day bottom, $10.20. Jumps up, pulls back, jumps up, pulls back. Here we are right here. No real, what do we get? Ford is going to go up next week, I think. Yusuf, how are you today? Ooh, Marvel. I like Marvel. MRVL. We'll take a gander at that one. I use E-Trade, so I switched to Sink or Swim. Okay, Noah, I can't tell you what to do. Honestly, I can't. I don't get any compensation whatsoever by suggesting Think or Swim. I use it because I've been using it for 20 years. Now, 15 years ago, I wrote a book on choosing the right trading platform. 15 years ago. I found this thing 20 years ago, and I've been using the same one because it has everything it is I'm looking for. So I can't tell you what to do. I can only show you what I'm doing. Now, I use Robinhood, which is easy, right there at my fingertips. I do different trading strategies there. But here, where most of my big money is, yeah, I use Think or Swim. Okay. So Ford, 1115. The 11s are going for 23, and the 1150s are going for 6. That's going to be a no. That's cool. It looks better is why I ask. Now, Noah, you think it looks good. It looks good because I have it set up in a certain manner that works for me. When you first download Thinkorswim and you open it up, there's so much information on Thinkorswim, it's going to make your head spin. You're going to take one look at it. Most people get overwhelmed. Once you learn how to navigate through it, there's about 98% of what's available on Thinkorswim, I pay no attention to whatsoever. I only use what is pertinent to me specifically. Now, if I wanted to, I would sit in front of that thing and try to figure everything out to learn it all. But most of it is meaningless to me for what I'm looking for. Okay, I'm at that point where I want everything simple and safe. Yosef, can you walk us through how to organize your setup in the future? Believe it or not, Yosef, I have a video that tells you exactly how to navigate through Thinkorswim. I did it 12 years ago. Still the same, but it's available on YouTube. Fair, I just don't think I have as many options to navigate on E-Trade. Okay, it's actually T-O-S, whatever that fuck it is. It's T-O-S, think or swim. Don't ask me why it's that, I have no idea. Draco, SPDM. Draco, please explain to me why you think SPDM is good. Can't find that ticker symbol, dude, sorry. All right. Do a video on how you set up Thinkorswim screen for your strategy. KG, I think it's a great idea. I'll do a new one because I already did one 15 years ago, and that's available on YouTube. I'll do an updated one. Thank you. Oh, Bandit. Nextera. N-E-E. I like Nextera. I do. Look at it. Look at it. First thing I always want to see. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Now she's going up. You can clearly see that on the 1-year chart. Okay, great. Before I move on, I want to make sure the numbers work. Am I going to be profitable? And more specifically, 1%. Well, currently it's at 79.70. The closest strike price is going to be the 80. The 80 is going for 31 cents. So that's going to be a no. It's not 1%. But look, the last trade was 78.67. So hypothetically speaking, the current price should be at 79. And at 79, you will get your 1%. So let's jump in a little bit more and take a look. Okay, the high of the year, 86.10. Okay, and that was October 3rd. Then she drops here, finds the 30-day bottom right there on the 6th. But from the 6th, up, down, up, yeah. Where's it going next? More than likely, it's coming down. So whether you're not... Now, I do like Nextera Energy, N-E-E. I do like it, really. And I do trade it once in a while. But here, I would not buy it because it's... Your bottom's way down here. Here's your top. What normally happens when you have a big upscale like that? Normally, people take profits and the stocks come down. Okay. McEarnlip. McEarnlip. That's an interesting name. If you're not using any of the advanced features of Thinkorswim, then why not just use the website? Because I do use some of the advanced features. I use the trigger trade. I love the trigger trade. As far as I know, Thinkorswim is the only trading platform that has the trigger trade. Okay, allows me to buy and sell at the same time in one order. That way I'm only charged one commission and I don't have to pay attention to it. Oh, might be. Okay. Do you pick and choose the companies that pay cash, drip, stock, dividends, etc.? Yes, I do. The Dividend Kings, Dividend Aristocrats, Dividend Champions, Dividend Contenders, Warren Buffett's list. If I knew of another profitable trader that's as good as Warren Buffett, maybe Sir John Templeton, maybe I'll take a look. Wait a minute, he's not with us anymore. Okay, I'd have to find someone who's a really good trader. No, it's not just the 1%. Okay, the company. Oh, I'm done with all the questions. Cool beans. Do you have a scanner? No, I do not. Alexander, I sell put on Monday. By this Friday, go down in the money so I can set a call because I might get a share. Yeah, Alexander, that sounds about right. All right. Now we got 9 minutes left. I'm out of questions. You guys are done with questions? Cool. So, next on my list, let's take a look at Marvel, M-R-V-L. M-R-V-L. Marvel Technologies. Too close to the high. I don't see it going up any higher. Okay, the high was just a couple of days ago. Not someplace I want to jump into. I don't want to jump in when it's at the high. Sorry, I like to have a little bit of a pullback. All right, so next on the list is Merck, M-R-K. Interesting. Look at the chart. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Up, down. Now it's bouncing off of this right here, down this bottom area. Let's take a better look. Okay. Here's the last 30 days. 30 days ago, we're at 105. Drops down to 94. Well, now she jumped up to almost 104, but today was a pullback, which means she went up, Now she's starting to profit taking. So Merck, we have to put that down for 2 weeks from today. Okay, I like Merck. I do. It's just not the right time. See, it's too close to the high. The high's right here at 105. Well, 104 was just a couple of days ago. So no. All righty. Noah, from those lists you use, are they cash payouts or which type? Doesn't matter to you. Just wondering. What is the ticker? MRK. Mark. Okay, I'm going to read that again slower, Noah. From those lists you use, are they cash payouts or which type? Doesn't matter to you. Just wondering. Okay, Noah, almost every single stock trade I do is a dividend stock, which means they pay out a dividend, which means I get a portion of the corporate's profits. If the company's profitable, I get a portion of that through what is called a dividend. Stewie, running to 1 mil, all boys getting in ASAP. I have no idea what that means, Nathan, but thank you for sharing. All right, that was MRK. Next on the list, somebody wants to take a look at TQQQ. Okay, let's see how well TQQQ has been paying out dividends. TQQQ. All right, 2014, 2015, nothing in 16, nothing in 17, nothing in 20, nothing in 21. How about we just say hell no to TQQQFL? What the heck? Oh, Foot Locker. Okay, Foot Locker, FL. Okay. So, no, right. But don't companies choose how to pay their dividends like cash stock? Okay, cool beans. It's an ETF. Yes, if I got that. Costa, MSTY? No. Cool Spirit? How do you scan those who pay dividends? Cool Spirit, great question. Sorry I asked weird questions. No, not really. FL has no yield. Thank you, Jay. If you take only dividends, when do you cash out? True, Dad, I don't take dividends at all. Hold up a second. PBR. Okay. Hold up. Here we go. I'm answering this question right here. Okay, Noah. The companies I look for pay a dividend. Okay, whether they pay in cash, whether they pay in stocks, or whether they dividend reinvest, I don't really care. To be 100% honest with you, it's really of no concern of mine how they do it. All I know is they consistently increase their dividend payments to their shareholders. That's the only thing I'm concerned about. Are they consistently profitable? If they are, okay, that works for me. Now, how they plan on giving me that money, don't really care because I have no plans on holding on to the stock. I just want to collect my payment, say thank you very much, and I'll see you the next time your dividend stock, your company's ready to pay a dividend. That's basically it. Costa, MSTY, no dividends, no thank you. All right, Cool Spirit, how do I scan those who pay dividends? It's an interesting question. Okay, this is how I scan them. Okay, you see all these green dots right here? All these green dots represents how many companies are paying a dividend. Now, you see where it doesn't seem to be green dots? Well, like right here. Well, that's because there are 83 companies. 83 paying a dividend on that day. Can't list them all. Now, let's take a look. What was those questions again? Hold on. Questions. Yes, a Foot Locker. Okay, I thought Foot Locker looked good, though. Okay. It's a great Monday being all back to cash. Thanks. Hey, I'm glad it's working out for you. Okay, so as I was saying, how do I scan all these stocks? These are all the EX dates, when they're paying their dividends.
What you don't see here is 43. There's 43 companies here on this day. There's 83 companies on this day. There's 54 companies on that day, 90 companies on this day. There's one the day before Christmas. Christmas Day is 0. Day after Christmas, only 2. This day here, the 31st, 49. Nothing on New Year's Day. But any one of these companies are going to pay a dividend. So how do I scan them? Well, I scan them by how often do they increase their dividends. Just because they have a dividend doesn't mean they increase. So here's my list here. Okay, these are the companies that I like. Okay, they're consistently profitable, they pay a dividend, and they have weekly options. The only way I scan is by when they pay their dividend. Look at here. Bank of America, that's banking and money. General Motors, cars. Kimberly-Clark, I think that's personal items. Pepsi, soda, okay, drinks, soft drinks. Waste management, trash. There's no two in the same industry. Okay, I didn't set it up that way. This is just so happens to when they're paying their dividend. That's how I categorize my stocks. When do I buy them? If you take only dividends, when do you cash out? True that, I don't take dividends. Okay, I use the dividends to tell me when to buy the stock. Because if Cardinal Health is paying the dividend on the 2nd of January, and if the stock increases in value just before the EX date, hold on, some guy, do you look at short interest before buying them? No, I do not. I don't, sorry. If the stock goes up in value, up in price before the dividend date, well, this is 1 week before the dividend. Okay, this is the week of the dividend right here. This is 1 week before the dividend, and this is 2 weeks before the dividend. So I want to buy 2 weeks before the dividend on a Monday. That gives it 2.5 weeks for it to increase in value enough to satisfy my 1% that I'm looking for. I would love to buy on a Monday and have it sold by Friday with that 1%. But if all stocks have, if most stocks have a tendency to increase in value just before the EX date, well, I want to be in on a Monday and out on a Friday, get my 1% and say, okay, Cardinal Health, you're the first week of the quarter. The first week, there's 13 weeks in a quarter. Okay, Cardinal Health is the first week of the next quarter. Okay, January 1st, January 2nd, January 3rd. Okay, this is December. Okay, we end December on a Tuesday. Okay, Wednesday is New Year's Eve, no trading. So the very next day is the first day of the first quarter of 2025. And Cardinal Health is the very first company paying a dividend of the year. So when do I want to take a look at it? I want to take a look at it 2 weeks before, on the 16th. On the 16th, I will take a look at Cardinal Health. What do the numbers look like? Hold on, let's go here. Let's go here. CAH. Currently, well, here's where Cardinal Health is right now. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Oh, great. Interesting. The first of the year is 4 weeks away. Well, here's the last 3 months. ESPN, no. Okay, let's say last 3 months. Okay, 3 months ago, we got 114. She dropped, back up, dropped again, back up, dropped again. Now, here we are right here, 122. Great. But what is it going to be in 4 weeks? Because they have their dividend coming up in 6 weeks, which means I want to jump in, and then I want to get out with my 1% and be done and over with. How about PBR? Peanut butter and raspberry? I don't know. PBR. Okay, so look at PBR. Okay, 30 days ago we're here. She drops. Here's the bottom. Here's your top. Now you have profit taking. until this finds the bottom somewhere down around here, turns around, we'll just keep looking at it. So I'm going to write it on the list for next week for us to take a look at it. PBR. Okay, so it's Friday night. Not a whole heck of a lot happens on Friday night. It's past 11:30. You guys have a great night. I'll see you again tomorrow. We have a couple more questions. Let's go through them really quick. MDT. 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 Is that Medtronics? Yeah. The 86 strike. Looks interesting. We'll take a better look at it tomorrow. I have stock to sell. Cool bean, Jack. Is there a con to having a dividend paying stock? Not that I know of. I don't understand. How do you make money by holding dividends? I'm new to this. All right, true dat. Your best bet is come back tomorrow night. I'm here every night from 9 p.m. to 11:30. Do you manually put them into your calendar? No, Laurie. If you come over to the watch list, okay, click on here, create a new watch list. You can name the watch list whatever you want. And then right here, you can import on a CSV file. What time do you go live tomorrow? Live tomorrow at 9 p.m. Guys, have a great night.